Ever wonder what will happen to a HDB flat if one or both of the owner pass on? Right, in this episode, you will find out. Hi everyone, my name is Casey from Home Quarters, and at Home Quarters, we specialize in customized marketing solutions and strategy to properly expose your unit for sale. And in this episode, we'll check out what will happen to a HDB property if one or both of the owner has already passed on. Alright, firstly, we got to determine if the HDB flat is bought under either of the two schemes, a joint tenancy scheme or a tenancy in common scheme. Right, let's tackle the first one first. If let's say it is under the joint tenancy scheme, if let's say one of the couple pass on, right, the other party actually get the 100% ownership of the HDB flat automatically. It's just that at that point, you have to actually lodge a notice to Singapore Land Authority. Right, that's very simply under joint tenancy scheme. Right, secondly, if let's say it is purchased under a tenancy in common scheme, then we have to refer to the will. If let's say there is a will, we actually have the document called the grant of probate. The deceased family should engage a private solicitor, meaning lawyer, right, to apply for the court order for the grant of probate, which gives the legal authority for the executor, right, the person named inside the will, to manage the deceased asset, which is an interest in the HDB flat. If let's say there is no will, what will happen? Deceased interest in the flat will then be distributed according to the provision of the Interstate Succession Act. So in that case, you will need the letter, the grant of letter of administration. Right, the deceased family should engage a private solicitor, meaning, again, lawyer, to apply for this court order, which gives the legal authority to the administrator to manage the deceased estate and then to sign off on it as well. So if let's say there is a will, it is called executor. If let's say there is no will, you are called an administrator. Right, in that case, they have the legal power to actually sign off on all the documents such as the option to purchase and also the completion letter. Right, so this is what will happen if let's say there is a need to sell off the flat because there is no longer a need, or to transfer that part share to another person, or transfer it back to the other spouse. Right, it all depends on what is written in the will or the Interstate Succession Act, what is actually being laid down. There is actually a level to it. If you want to know more about the act, you can actually contact a private lawyer. Instead, for the selling part of the procedure, instead of the owner, because they have already been deceased, right, the executor or the administrator will then step in as the owner to go through the entire process of the sale. If let's say the will actually do dictate that the HDB flat is to be given to one of the children or one of the family member, that family member should not already have a HDB flat. If let's say that is the case, they should sell off one of the two HDB flats that belongs to them. Right? They could actually sell off their current existing HDB flat or sell off the HDB flat that is currently willed to them. So they have to, because the regulation is no single person in Singapore should be able to hold on to two HDB flats at the same time. Alright, here comes to the end of the episode. If let's say you know of anyone that is in this situation and is in need to sell off the HDB flat, Home Quarters is always here to help. Right, do contact us at www.homequarters.com.sg/contact us. Thank you.